Hey guys, it's Heather here, and today I am bringing you the first day of Flashmas, and that is the Santa Surprise spell. Now, the Santa Surprise spell is going to be available to everyone who has a spell factory, so that starts at Town Hall 5, and it's going to be available for a limited time. And if you look in your event tab, you can see how long the spell is going to be available for you to use. So for everyone who is Town Hall 5 and who has built the spell factory, you're going to be able to brew the Santa spell. It does take 2 spell slots like a lightning does, and it's going to cost 19,000 elixir to brew no matter what town hall level you are. But depending on your town hall level, that's going to determine how much damage the Santa Surprise does. So at Town Hall 5 it's going to do 522 damage, and then at Town Hall 11 it's going to do 900 damage. So it just scales up gradually with your town hall, and it does this automatically. There aren't levels to the Santa spell, they're all level 1. So it's just all based on what your actual town hall level is or what your spell factory level is. I'm not quite sure on that. I'm guessing it's what your spell factory level is going to determine how strong your Santa Surprise is. It's going to take 6 minutes to brew, and the spell targets both ground and air, so this means if you use it on Clan Castle troops, it's going to hit both ground and air troops at the same time. So the way the Santa Surprise spell works is you drop the spell, and then a hog rider in a sleigh pulled by 4 hogs will come across the screen and bomb your target. So the damage effects that it does is very similar to the lightning spell. Just like the lightning spell, you can't use it on storages. The storages repel that damage from the Santa Surprise, so you can't go out and hit somebody's storages and collect all their dark elixir using Santa spells. Won't work. But unlike the lightning spell, what the Santa Surprise does is it also drops 5 gifts onto the base, and when the owner of that base comes back, they can click on any one of those 5 boxes. It will collect all 5 of them at the same time, and they will be rewarded with 25,000 elixir, which is 5 elixir per gift. So each Santa spell drops 5 gifts. Now, something I'm not sure about, and I'd be really surprised if this is the case, but something I just thought of, when you collect the Santa Surprise gifts and it clears all 5 of those at the same time, I don't believe that it's going to affect your gifts if you've saved them for your 2014 Christmas tree, even though they both look the same. So if when you collect your Santa Surprise from the first time somebody uses it on you, let me know if you still have your 2014 gifts under your tree or if it ended up clearing those as well. Now, if you've been playing Clash of Clans since the beginning, at least since December 2012, or you're just up and up on your Clash history, you'll know that the Santa spell has been put in the game before. It was available during that 2012-2013 winter theme update, and Clash of Clans released a video on it on their Facebook page. You can see that the spell was different then because it was actually Santa pulled by reindeer that were dropping the Santa spell. But that's not the only thing that was different about the Santa Surprise spell when it was put in the game in 2012. First off, the spell took 25 hours to brew. That's right, 25 hours. Christmas is on December 25th, and so it took 25 hours for you to be able to brew 1 Santa spell. So over 3 days to be able to brew 3 of them. However, they did a lot of damage, 1,500 damage each. So if you had 3 of them, you did 4,500 damage. At the time, Town Hall 9 was the max town hall in the game, and it only had 4,200 hit points. So you could take 3 Santa Surprise spells, drop them all on the town hall, and be able to win the battle. So if gems were no objection, you'd be able to spend 522 gems, gem those Santa Surprise spells to max, and go and bomb another town hall and gain significant amounts of trophies with this strategy. Of course, that was costing about $4.10 per attack. It was also this spell that prompted Supercell to increase the hit points of the Clan Castle because players were destroying the Clan Castle with this spell before it could deploy its troops. And that's why the Clan Castle has so many hit points now. Like I said before, the spell is essentially a lightning spell that does more damage with a larger damage radius. Lightning spell level 7 does a total damage of 570. The Santa Surprise spell that is live in the game right now does 900 damage at Town Hall 11, which means why this Santa Surprise spell is in the game, you can take out a max air defense using a Santa Surprise and an Earthquake. Now, the damage that the Santa Surprise is doing is pretty random. At least I haven't been able to find a pattern to it. However, there are instances when I use the Santa Surprise on an air defense where I can take out that max level air defense using 1 Santa Surprise and an Earthquake, and that will take out the air defense where it typically would take 2 lightning and a quake Quake, I could use one Santa Surprise and an Earthquake to just take that down. However, this is very random. You may have to go through several Santa spells before you find the one combination that's actually going to take out the air defense. So not completely OP. If it was actually doing 900 damage in the center of wherever you dropped it, then this Christmas would be pretty great because every attack would be air attacks and every attack would be 3 stars. But there is some randomness to it, so you can't count on the Santa Surprise to actually be able to take out an air defense with one Santa Surprise and an Earthquake. However, the first time that I used the Santa Surprise on an air defense, it actually did take it out, but then it took me about another 20 tries before I was able to replicate it. So there you go, something fun, but don't count on it to win your war attacks. Now the final bit of trivia for you, the original Santa Surprise spell has still been in the game. There are players who have held on to that spell since 2012, which means they've been playing the game, they've upgraded to Town Hall 11 and never used that spell. And one of those guys is in the clan Sam Doles. I'll put that up on the screen, and it's Henny Ming Dio. I don't know if that's Ming Sing Ling's brother, who that is, but he has kept the original Santa spell, and I am guessing that now it will be replaced. If you were to drop it, instead of being the Santa pulling reindeer, it would actually be the Hog Rider being pulled by hogs, and it's going to be available for everybody else to have, so it's no longer going to be special for this guy, but he's kept it for a long time, so I wanted to show him. I think that's pretty cool, and now he can use it and enjoy it. It took him 25 hours to brew, and then he's had this spell maturing for 4 years in his spell factory. So I think that when he finally drops it, it should be pretty potent. It should just destroy the whole base. What do you guys think? Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. So if you like this video, be sure to like it. And if you love it, make sure you're subscribed to me because I'm going to be coming back at you again soon with more of the events for the Winter 2016 update, as well as updates that are going to be coming in the near future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this spell. Let me know what kind of attacks you're doing with the Santa Surprise, and I'll catch you next time.